Jess, here we are just a few days away from that World Championships. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. I think training's gone really well. This year's just gone a lot better than I expected, so I'm not really putting any pressure on myself and just excited to be there and race.
We're here in Dubai at Holding Camp. What does a week like this involve for you?
So the first couple of days I've just trying to get used to the weather. I think I luckily went to Las Vegas last week or a couple of weeks ago, so I got used to the hot weather there, but the humidity is sort of another element that I just haven't experienced at home, so I'm just trying to get used to that, and then I've got a couple of key sessions that I'd like to try and hit before I go to Doha, and then just try and recover and relax and hope for the best.
Racking up the miles, I guess.
Yes, yeah.
You feel like those few experiences you've had have put you in a good place in terms of dealing with the challenges that you'll face, obviously as an endurance athlete as well?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was really lucky that the World University Games was in Naples, so that was really hot, and it was slightly humid there. And then obviously British Trials was hot as well. So in the UK we don't really get hot weather, so that was a bit of a shock to the system. And then going to Las Vegas, which was meant to be an end of season holiday, which then turned into a training trip. So that was a really good experience. Got lots of running done up there in the mountains around there. So I'm hoping that I'll be prepared, but then anything can happen on the day. So I think it's just making sure that I feel confident enough going into it, and then just do my best, and that's all I can hope for.
You seem delighted with your season. Tell me about it, and exceeding expectations. What were you expecting coming?
I just wasn't sure really. I think this year we wanted to try and step up to the 5k. So I've done 5k before, but never really as my primary distance. So me and my dad sort of sat down at the start, and I said I prefer the 5k training. I'd like to just try and see how I do on that. And then World Universities was a great start. We went out there not really with any expectation again, and then to win, that was amazing, and I think that set my season up quite nicely. And yeah, I think it's just been going strength to strength. Trials was just perfect for me. Like I think that was the best race I've ran in quite a long time. So I just felt great there, and then this was just a bonus race, so I can just give whatever I have and come off, be proud of this season, whatever, and then just keep building up towards Tokyo.
You mentioned enjoying that 5k training a little bit more. What is it about that, the preparation and the event itself, that has engaged you to the extent of getting into a World Championship?
Yeah, I think it's just been a great idea to sort of try something different. With the 1500, I love the distance, but the training, I tend to have to do a bit more of the faster reps. It's not that I've completely stopped that in the 5k training, but it just means I can actually be on the track for a little longer, and even like my PB for 15 is 4:3, and it just feels like that's such a short time to race. You put so much effort in, and I like the idea of having a race that went over 10 minutes. So over 15 minutes is great, and you can actually just commit 100%, and just it feels like I've really tested myself, I think. So yeah, it's just a different style, and I love doing it, and especially because my boyfriend's been doing the 1500 training, so it just makes me feel a bit better that I'm on the track a little bit longer during the sessions. So I think more of a confidence boost, and I just suddenly feel a little bit quicker as well after, when you drop down and do some of the faster reps. It feels like a nice change. So it's just worked a little bit better, but obviously to make that next step, sessions will need to improve, and I need to get even quicker in racing. So that'll be key to see whether or not I stay at that, or if I try and drop back down. So yeah, it's exciting.
A bit of a sucker for punishment, I guess.
Yeah.
You're obviously not afraid of shaking things up. You went back with your dad in terms of coaching in 2017. Do you think the experiences you had with missing out in London and Rio have sort of got you in a place where you feel like you've got the bravery to make those changes, and you're in a position where you feel like a change to 5k was realistic?
Yeah, I think so. I think my dad's always sort of known me better than anyone. So when I was about 14, he was sort of coaching me a bit then, and then I went through a couple of coach changes and trying different things. But I mean, I made my first World Championships in the 800 in 2013, and that feels like so long ago. And then to make the World Champs in 2017 in the 1500, that was a great experience. And I think that was really the start of like a new phase, I think, in my running. I'd always sort of been a good 800 runner, and breaking 2 was obviously a big step for me, but I never really felt of myself as an 800 runner. I think that was what was difficult. I was running good times, but in the championships I just didn't feel like I really belonged in those races. So my dad was brave enough to be like, oh, I'll take you, we'll take it on together. And A lot of people, doubted like him as a coach as well, and me as an athlete. I mean, after 2014, I think people, after missing out on Beijing and Rio, I think a lot of people were like, maybe that's it for me. So in a way, it's been nice to prove a couple of people wrong, but it's more the journey for us together, and to make 2017 1500. That was a big highlight for me, and then just going on from that to be here, we just didn't expect it. So it's been a really good journey together.
Given that sense of belonging you feel on the big stage now, how would you gauge a successful World Championships?
I don't know. I think to be successful, I just want to know that I've given everything, and know that when I step off, I couldn't have done any more. I think that was how I felt at the British trials. Like tactically, I think I got it spot on. And there's very few times I can actually say that. And I think 90% of the time a race goes okay, average, or slightly below par, and then those 10% just make it like all worth it. Or that, like last year wasn't great for me. I struggled, and I think those extra little percents that you get in a race, but everything just clicks and feels nice. I think that's a big confidence boost. So I think we just go there. No, there's no pressure on myself. I think a lot of people didn't think I was going to get here. I, to be honest, didn't think I was going to get here. So I've just got no pressure. I know my dad's not got any pressure and putting any pressure on me. So we're just going to go there and really enjoy it and just take as much learning experience as I can, because I think I'm still quite new at this event. So the more I can learn, the better. But obviously I'd like to just try and get close to my PB and see what happens. But the conditions might make it hard, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Finally, how proud are you to represent your country again?
Oh, I'm so proud, honestly. Like after 2014, I think I was taking it for granted making teams, and I think missing 2015, 2016, that is really hard. When you're sat at home and watching it and you think, oh, I wish I could be there, and you work so hard for these moments. I think it's just fantastic to be out there and to actually be in a holding camp, and normally I'm just watching it on the TV, so this is just amazing. Like, I'm really happy to be here and just excited to see what happens.